You have the only sword with which you can kill your nafs, you can kill shaitan, that is Quran. And the method of preaching, I told you, inzar bil Quran, tabshir bil Quran, tazkir bil Quran, tabligh of Quran. I have quoted the ayat so many times. Uhiya ilayya hadha al-Quran liunzirakum bihi wa man balagh. فإنما يسرناه بلسانك لتبشر به المتقين وتنذر به قوما لدا فذكر بالقرآن من يخاف وعيد ومن الليل فتهجد به نافلة لك. And you know, this word tabligh, you know, occurs only in Quran at one place. Ya ayyuha rasul balligh ma unzila ilayka min rabbik. What has been sent down to you, you have to convey this. That is why I told you, he never made lengthy sermons. Wherever he went for dawah and tabligh, he narrated and he recited the ayat of Quran. Yatlu alayhim ayati. So actually, this is the sword, this is the weapon, this is the tool. And I quoted in the previous session the ayah from Surah Al-Furqan, فَلَا تُطِعِ الْكَافِرِينَ وَجَاهِدْهُمْ بِهِ جِهَادًا كَبِيرًا. For 12 long years, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was making jihad with Quran. There was no sword in his hand. What to speak of sword? He forbade his followers even raising their own hands for self-defense. What to speak of swords and weapons? So at these two levels, you may call it the tool of jihad, the weapon of jihad, the means of jihad. At these two levels is sirf Quran, only Quran. And let me quote here two couplets of Allama Iqbal. And in these two couplets, they are in Persian. Iqbal has given us the meanings of two ahadith. Let me quote the ahadith first. The one hadith, the Prophet said, and I, referred to it in the previous session, Inna shaitana yajri minan insani majrad dam. This shaitan, this iblis, this permeates and circulates throughout the body of a man just like the blood. One hadith. The other hadith I quoted in some other of my lectures. The Prophet said, with every human being there is a shaitan. Some Sahabi, we should be thankful to him, he took the courage of asking him directly, do you also have a shaitan with you? The answer was yes. But I have subdued him. He obeys me. Now these are the two hadiths. And now listen to the Persian couplets. Kushtane iblis kare mushkil ast. To kill and slay iblis is very difficult. Why? Zaan ke oo gum andar ama ke dil ast. Because it is circulating in the human body. How can you kill it? You need some penicillin, you need some medicine which can circulate through the body to be, an antidote for this poison of iblis which is circulating in the whole body. Kushtane iblis kare mushkil ast. It's a difficult job. Zaan ke oo gum andar ama ke dil ast. It is there in the depths of your heart. Khushtara bashad musalmanash kuni. It is better that you make your iblis Muslim. Make him surrender. Khushtara bashad musalmanash kuni. Kushtahe shamshire Qur'anash kuni. You can kill it with the sword of Quran. So actually at these two levels, jihad against your nafs, jihad against wrong ideologies, the only weapon, the only tool is Quran. But at the highest level now, you need quwwah. A'iddu lahum mastata'tum min quwwatin wa ribatil khayl. You have to gather strength. First of all, human potential. Piety composed of dedicated, committed people who are ready to lay down their lives, who are ready to sacrifice everything that they have, all their belongings. That is the quwwah. And then weapons you must have. You must have all faith and confidence in Allah. But you have to gather all the strength that you can. Never, whatever you can, you have to do it. Never think that Allah will do it for you. Do whatever you can, what is within your power. You do it. And then you should have confidence in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not before that. Now, the final point is organization. At these three levels, different types of organizations can do the job. Now, coming from down upwards, this jihad against the nafs, this is essentially and basically an individual phenomenon. I can't fight against your jihad, against your nafs, and you can't fight against my nafs. I have to fight it out myself. I have to fight out my shaitan myself. It is with me. So actually this first jihad is essentially, basically, it's an individual phenomenon. Every individual have to make it. But you know, here also, company, suhbah, ma'iyah, if you are together, if you are in the form of group, you have also decided that I will live as a Muslim, die as a Muslim. I also decide, I will live as a Muslim, die as a Muslim. You also decide, I am ready to sacrifice everything for the cause of Allah. I also decide the same. Now if we are together, if we have company of each other, if we keep company of those people who are devoted and who have that real iman, then you know you will get help from this company. That is ma'iyyah, that is sohbah. And that is, you know, in Surah At-Tawbah, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullah wa kunu ma'as-sadiqin. Oh, you who believe, you should yourself have the taqwa of Allah and be with those who are true in their faith, who are true in their actions. So you should keep their company. You should be with them. So it will be helpful, because you know, to do this jihad alone, although you have to do it alone, it is individual phenomenon, but you will get help from the company of like-minded people who have the same goal, who have the same aims and objects in life. But no formal organization is necessary. Although in our history we find that there is the institution of bay'ah at this level also. This we call bayatul irshad. If you feel this person is a knowledgeable person, he knows the path of Allah, and he is a sincere person, he is not, you know, having his own axis to grind, and he has no his personal ambitions. He is a sincere person. You attach yourself to him. This is irshad, murshid and mustarshid. One who is showing the path. Irshad means showing the path, to guide. He is a guide. You go somewhere, you know, to see some new city, the new place, as a tourist, you have guides there, because they know. You take the lead of, you avail of their guidance. So in the same way, there can be guides in the spiritual, you know, level, at the level of the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are called murshids. And those who attach themselves with them, they are called mustarshids, who want guidance. And for that, bayatul irshad has been instituted throughout our history. And there is a basis for that bayah also. Because the bayah, the first bayah of Aqabah in the seerah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, which was 1 year before the bayah of Aqabah that I have narrated so many times, that is of Samotah. Before that, 1 year before that, the bayah was bayah Aqabah al-Ula, and in that, you know, that these things were mentioned. They promised, we won't make shirk with Allah, we won't commit theft, we won't commit adultery, and we will not disobey you in whatever good you